back to the Chopping It Up podcast. I am your co-host, Chartel from the A.
And it's your boy Ferris from the app.
What is it? From the app to the trap, right?
All right, I gotta stop doing that shit. I downloaded that goddamn soundboard, and now I just be doing that shit just everywhere. I'll be out in the bar. I'm like, oh shit, hit that shit, hit them horns, jam man. You know, it's your boy Dylan. You gotta hit that fucking horn in their ass. But yeah. So we're back.
No, it's funny. It's funny.
Back and blacker than ever. Let's get it.
Yes. So I want to bring up our Blase. I went to this dope ass concert last night with my friends and my sister. Do you know D Nice?
Yeah, your sister.
Quarantine
right?
DJ?
No, I knew your sister though. D Nice? No, I don't know D Nice.
Yes. So D Nice is bomb as fuck. So when quarantine started, he started DJing from his living room, and now he is like known all over. He had a concert here last night.
DJ D Nice. I'm about to look this up.
Yes, look him up on Instagram. The concert was in Chastain Park last night. It was dope as fuck. He brought out Jagged Edge, Luda, T.I. showed up, Escape.
This guy. This motherfucker look like the Highlander.
Him?
That's him.
Highlander.
He looked like a black Highlander. There can only be one.
Will you do me a favor, Ferris, and like put it back up? Can I see the picture again? That's it. Yes, perfect. Good deal. No, it was dope as fuck.
Okay.
It was dope. And it was just so nice. It was out. So Chastain Park is an outdoor park. My sister found the ticket. So it's funny because she mentioned my sister. It's funny because, you know, she saw me living my best life in Minnesota, and she was like, look, when you come down here, you're not going to be like socializing me all the time.
Right.
You can leave me alone, this and that. I said, okay, girl. And that's who I've been socializing with the most. And she comes up with all these events. So I was like, I just think it's funny that I be minding my own business in my house and you text me every other day with some shit to do. But anyway, she found this concert. She really enjoys D Nice. And so she was like, he's going to be here at Chastain Park. Like, let's get tickets. So we went with our new sister, Amber, and it was dope. It was just dope as fuck just to like be around people. I love like 90s, 2000s music. So I was singing all the songs. Fucking love when Ludacris came out. I think there was this like group of people sitting in front of me, and I was like, I can't remember what Ludacris was singing, but I was like rapping the whole song. Dude like looked back at me, and I couldn't tell if A, he was impressed that I knew all the words, or B, that I was annoying the fuck out of him. My sister was like, you were annoying him. I was like, I don't think that's true, because at one point he was singing with me. So I don't know if that's true, but it was just really dope. And I remember being like, and you'll have to tell me like, if you've done anything different like this in Minnesota though, Ferris, but I remember thinking like, this is just dope as fuck. I don't know if this would have ever been a thing in Minneapolis. Like, I think it's just the music, the people, like just the atmosphere, right? When people say Atlanta has a vibe, it's a whole fucking vibe.
No, I would definitely agree with that. It's kind of terrifying that, and we talked about it before, that Ludacris and T.I. are in a 90s, early 2000s concert.
Yeah.
Because it's crazy that they've been around that goddamn long. 20 years? Shit. Yeah. And then the fact that it's like, damn, we're getting old, because now I hear a lot of songs that like when I was in high school, I was in middle school, now they're being sampled.
Yes.
I'm like, damn, like you're getting to that age where now they're sampling or they're remaking songs from when we were, 10, 12, yes. 14,
and then
15.
I go to sing our song, and it's a whole new fucking song because it just sampled the track.
Right.
I was like, fuck. So,
but go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say that I saw this meme that was actually like funny, kind of sad. It was this grandma, and she like had a walker, and it would look like her granddaughter like helping her. And the thought bubble was, or the conversation bubble was, Rihanna used to play music. And the daughter was like, it's okay, grandma, you're fine. So basically saying like that this generation only knows Rihanna for like apparel and makeup, but our generation, she like was a whole musician.
Oh, damn, that's true.
Yes. And so I like laughed.
Yeah,
and I was like,
so fine.
But actually it's funny as fuck.
That is wild. And it's like, I seen this interview where it was on the Breakfast Club where they were talking to T.I. and they were asking him about his favorite rapper or the best rapper of all time. Now he said Tupac. Tupac's on my list. He's probably in the top 5. But everyone else, DJ Envy, Charlemagne, Angela Yee, they all said Jay-Z is the greatest rapper of all time. And T.I. tried to back it up by saying he's the best rapper alive, but he says the most influential rapper would have been Tupac. Yeah. I just found that very interesting. I think Jay-Z is doing a lot of big things. I love where he's going, and his music is maturing with him. You can't say that about a lot of artists, and that's in any genre, right?
Yeah.
And so, like, I mean, Jay-Z, he has this man sitting on $1 billion fortune. His wife is making hits left and right, Beyonce. He's over here pardoning people or getting people pardoned. 21 Savage, he got him out of his legal stuff. He's paying for legal fees. He's over here teaming up with the NFL. He's over here launching alcohol. He's over here. Yeah, he just has his hands in everything. And so, it's good to see, a black man doing his thing. So that's what's up.
Yeah, I agree. And yeah, as you show, DJ Nice is black too. I think it's just, I was telling my
Highlander.
What is that?
No, my bad, DJ Nice. I'm just fucking with you, bro. Highlander was a 90s, late 80s show. 80s. It was a movie originally, and then they made it a show. Yeah. With the dude from The Punisher, the original Punisher.
I just think it's dope that during quarantine, he used his passion to he had a passion, kept going with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And the movie was Christopher Lambert, the first movie.
Christopher Lambert.
Not for Punisher, yeah. No, the Highlander movie, it's one of my favorite movies. I probably doesn't need to be on your podcast, but it's a great
No, you're good.
No, because it's it's just one of those.
Yeah.
It's just one of those, it's an independent film or whatever that, wasn't supposed to succeed, but it worked. And
Dude.
I love those kinds of stories where, a movie just comes together and ends up making hundreds of millions of dollars or becoming a cult classic.
Dude, he played the Punisher. He was in the original Punisher.
Christopher Lambert was not in the original Punisher.
Yes, he was.
No,
Watch.
The original Punisher was Michael Jane.
Punisher movie.
It was Michael Jane.
A movie
or Thomas Jane. Something Jane. Thomas Michael Jane?
Oh, it was Thomas Jane. Damn.
Yeah.
My bad.
Oh,
They look alike.
They do kind of look alike.
Oh, damn.
Michael for the win.
Damn, that's stereotypical of me. My bad. My bad, Christopher. What's his last name?
Lambert.
My bad, bro.
We'll have to do a side by side to see. But yeah, it was just dope as fuck. And they called it the quarantine concert. And it was funny as fuck because I'm not up to date with pop culture. My sister's keeping me in the loop. But apparently T.I. has some beef with someone named Sabrina, saying that he and Tiny were sex traffickers or whatever.
Yep.
So at the concert, everything was so DJ Nice is all preaching love, and we wouldn't have got through this. It was a really amazing energy, right? We were just there having fun. T.I. gets on the fucking stage and is what did he say? Something we ain't here for no bitch ass shit. If you a liar, you gonna get that shit, all this stuff, right? And I was oh my God, what is he talking about? And our friend Amber was oh, this shit about to be on the Shade Room. He calling out Sabrina, this and that for the legal shit. And I was y'all have to fill me in, what the fuck? And so they filled me in on that. And so I just thought it was crazy. You can take dude out of Atlanta, but not the Atlanta out the dude. And we were in Atlanta, but whatever. But T.I. got on that stage and was fuck all y'all. And DJ Nice did such a nice job of bringing us back to love.
Right.
Ending on that.
Damn.
So I said, goddamn T.I., you couldn't not say anything for the 15 minutes you were on stage. So
T.I.'s my dude though. I do love T.I. though. T.I.'s
dope as fuck.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite artists.
I would have expected nothing less from him. But there's something about I wish Jeezy would have been involved.
Yes.
But yeah, there's just something about Atlanta rappers and musicians. Outkast, I wish would have been there.
Yep.
But it was dope. And then they had DJ, I can't remember his name. He's from DJ Kent from New York, I think. He did a dope set too. It was just really nice. It was such a good event to go to.
Who's your favorite Atlanta artist?
It depends on the mood I'm in. Honestly, let me see. Okay, you know what? I'll be honest. I'm going to have to say Ludacris. I feel because Ludacris always gets me on the floor. T.I. does too, but I feel Ludacris he's been my favorite for a real long time. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I would say Ludacris.
You're right. It does depend on the mood. I would say
because also I'm with Jock too when I'm feeling real like thug out here. Shoot.
Man, I know you seen Jock wearing a dress.
Yeah,
we're gonna pass on that. So I would say I'll say favorite artist, T.I. Favorite rap group, Outkast. Favorite R&B group is TLC.
That's interesting.
With Finance Left Eye.
Did you see was it Chris Baum? Somebody posted on Facebook 4 groups. Who would you get rid of? It was TLC, Destiny's Child, Jodeci, and I can't remember another one. But everybody was saying they would get rid of TLC.
What?
That's what I thought that was crazy too.
Look, Jodeci.
That's the one they would
like Jodeci. The only best artist to me out of that group, and it's just my opinion, is JoJo from Casey and JoJo. Like that dude can sing. Yeah, like Casey was getting carried by JoJo. Jodeci, they had some. Yeah, exactly. I'm actually trying to pull up Chris Baum's page right now because I want to see what you're talking about.
I'm pretty sure because they do the R&B in exchange. I'm pretty sure he posted it. Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna get rid of TLC? What?
I can't remember the 4th group. It was, and I thought that was so interesting. People were like, "Buy TLC," but everybody kept Jodeci. And I don't like to talk music with people because it's like it feels like spades to me. Like I don't want to.
Oh, it was just those 3. You're right. It was just those 3.
It was just those 3.
So it's Destiny's Child, TLC, and Jodeci.
Okay.
Chris Pham said he's getting rid of Destiny's Child.
Okay.
What about Bone Thugs and Harmony?
Oh, they're dope.
Right.
I like Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah, they're dope.
Yep.
Cleveland based.
I love them.
Yeah, they're dope.
Oh, they're from Cleveland. Okay.
Yeah. I
like Bone Thugs and Harmony. Yeah, I don't like talking music with people because people just like want to attack you.
Well,
Same thing with me. So I'm like, I don't want to talk to nobody about music. Let me live my fucking life. Go have this conversation with somebody else.
Well, music is very subjective too. So it's like
that is also true. Yeah.
It's not fair to. I mean, I feel like there's only like a handful of artists that you can really put at the top of something where universally everyone's like, oh yeah, yep, you're right. Like I just got into with our homie, so a person that we know last night, and they're a huge Michael Jackson fan. Michael Jackson's dope, but I'm always gonna rock with Prince because I feel like Prince, this man was not part of the industry, quote unquote, right? He didn't go with the norm. He didn't give a damn what they were telling him to do. Matter of fact, he ended up just giving his name away. He's like, y'all can take the name. He's like, I'm gonna go buy a fucking cymbal. I can play 26 instruments. Every song that you ever heard from me was recorded, produced, and mastered by me. Crazy, so MJ is like, don't get me wrong, MJ as a performer, as the product is way above Prince. But you got Quincy Jones producing all your shit. I cannot think of the choreographer right now, but she was supposed to be on a plane with Aaliyah, and she did the Rock the Boat video. She choreographed that. She choreographed Thriller.
Oh,
and she also choreographed Backstreet's Back.
I love Backstreet.
So it's like, so those aren't his dance moves. Don't get me wrong, he can dance his ass off.
Right.
But those aren't his moves.
Like he came up with
exactly.
It all. Yeah.
And so it's like, and so you didn't write the song, you didn't produce the music, you're just the face of it.
Right.
So I have to give it to Prince. So that's what I'm saying. But everyone else, even people probably listening right now, are gonna be like, "Oh, MJ all day."
Right.
Okay, it's subjective. You take MJ, I take Prince.
Yeah, and we could live our lives.
In music, a lot of people are gonna say Rolling Stones, Beatles. Well, if you look back at a lot of the Rolling Stones and Beatles songs, you can trace back to the Isley Brothers. You can trace back to Little Richard. You can trace back to a lot of black artists who, when the Rolling Stones came over, Mick Jagger tell you that he went to go see Ron Isley. So I don't know if it was the Beatles or the Rolling Stones who did Twist and Shout. Okay. Shake it up, baby. Yeah. Twist and shout. That's Ron. That's the Isley Brothers.
Beatles did that.
Okay, that's the Isley Brothers song. They came out with that song 3 years before the Beatles did. But of course, a white band from the UK, that's just gonna fucking blow up. Yeah. So, like I said, when you say that, the Beatles or Rolling Stones, it's like half of their music isn't even their music. it was from black people.
Yep.
So how are they the best band when a lot of the songs are taken?
Aren't even theirs. Yep.
Exactly. So music is subjective.
Music is subjective. Oh, that's a nice way to wrap up Blase Blase. I like it. Music is subjective. Yeah. Perfect. Good. Friend, what feels good for you to talk about today? Oh, okay, you go and then I'll.
I mean, I got Lil Nas X.
Okay,
and it's like, damn, I hate that we keep bringing this man up because, like I said,
doing crazy ass shit though.
His music, I will always lead off. His music is dope to me. I like his music.
Montero without the video.
Montero, Industry Baby, Old Town Road. I feel like it all has a double meaning. Like as a man, I listen to it what I think it is. You know, whether you're trans, gay, a woman, you may hear it in a completely different light. That's cool. But this imagery, man, like, so he posted a picture or like essentially with his campaign that when he was releasing his album, he posted these photos of him pregnant, right? And he's pregnant with an album, but he just said he was pregnant and like internet went wild, right? Which what are your thoughts on that? I don't even know where to go. I'm not trying to offend anyone. Yes. I don't know what I want to say right now.
You know, Ferris, I saw it on Instagram and I just scrolled because I was like, what is this?
Right.
I don't know what to say either. I don't know if is it because people have like hyped you up that now you're just running with it? Like, is this authentically you? Or is this just like a show because this is now your like gimmick?
I think it's both.
Okay.
I think he is.
I think I would say it's both too.
I think it is him. Like that is him.
Yeah.
He's definitely a proud homosexual man in an industry dominated by heterosexual males. Black males. And I think that in 2021 he can actually be free to express himself how he chooses, which is I'm all for it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of stuff that I just kind of question about, like, what are you putting out to children or what are you putting out to the masses? But at the end of the day, I mean, hey, look, I'm never gonna knock someone who's I mean, he doesn't have any scandals. He's not out here sexually assaulting anyone. He's not out here being a danger to society. Yeah. So, hey, do you enjoy your life, live your life. You're a young man out here making this money, out here being successful. So I'll just leave it at that.
I know. And I think going back to mind your fucking business.
Right.
Yeah, I think.
Sips on drink.
Sips on drink, right? What are you drinking today?
I'm drinking some beautiful Tito's vodka.
Lovely.
Not sponsoring us, but they should.
Right, yeah. I'm drinking a hazy IPA from Sierra Nevada. Not sponsoring us, but should. And I will be tagging y'all in this episode.
No, what you need to drink out there in Atlanta is 420. Or Sweetwater. Well, I mean, maybe not just 420, but I'm just saying Sweetwater. You don't like Sweetwater?
I don't like 420. Now I've had other Sweetwater breweries because they're in Athens, right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I went to school out there. I don't like 420. I like some of their other blends.
Yeah. Well, 420 reminds me of a Blue Moon.
They need one, or they have.
It kind of reminds me of a Blue Moon. It has that citrusy,
right, like
refreshing, like summer type. Kind of like a Lion. It's a mix between Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy and Blue Moon.
That's a great way to describe it.
Yeah. So it's like a great way to describe it. Perfect. Like it's like a summer drink. I like Sweetwater though. Yeah.
No, Sweetwater's good. I'm just not a fan of 420. I really like that I can buy alcohol in grocery stores. I forgot how convenient that is down here.
Right.
I don't have to go to the liquor store.
Right. Wait, don't they have once again, it's been a while since I was down there. Don't they have the drive-through liquor stores where you can drive up and get
I
your
feel
shit?
like that is in Florida.
Okay.
I haven't seen any here, but also could be in places where they aren't. But I feel like I remember mostly seeing those in Florida.
Okay.
But if I come across one, I'll let y'all know.
Yep. Like I said, man, you're taking tabs.
Yeah,
we're gonna be down there soon. So
yeah, I don't know. Lil Nas X, I mean, yeah, I guess you're right. He ain't bothering nobody. He just making music. I did see a tweet. Somebody had tweeted, isn't it interesting that Lil Nas X only works with white women and heterosexual white men, or some demographic that excluded Black men, right? Makes you think if there's an agenda being pushed. And he responded, or maybe they just don't want to work with me. And I felt that because
I feel that too. As soon as you were saying that, I was like, but do they want to work with him?
Yes. And I was like, they probably don't, because of like what he is, like what he stands for, like, which is sad because, like you said, that is him authentically, right? Like, I think he would do it if the media wasn't on him like this at all. I mean, he's got the platform and the like means to now maybe to express himself in the way he's wanted to. But yeah, I think that's a turnoff for a lot of like heterosexual Black men. So yeah, anyway, I just said that. I felt that though. I was like, that's true. I wouldn't want to work with nobody who ain't want to work with me either.
Facts.
So yeah, but yeah, at the end of the day, Lil Nas X is doing what he likes, you know, in terms of kids and stuff. Make sure y'all always know what your kids are watching and doing and shit, and stop letting TVs raise them, and then maybe y'all wouldn't have all these issues with
or maybe you just wouldn't get upset. It's like, I mean, in my day, you know, when I was in middle school, early high school, I mean, Eminem was fucking hot. I mean, he's still buzzing right now.
Yes,
I mean,
I enjoy Eminem.
Fucking 25 damn years later, but it's like,
oh no,
you know,
fair.
I know that's wild, but I mean, he's over here. I mean, even back then, he's over here talking about, what's that guy's name? Tom Green.
Mm-hmm.
I remember like Tom Green is unheard of now.
The comedian?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's over here talking about Tom.
He wasn't
Green.
funny back then,
Right,
to me.
Right, exactly. So he's over here talking about Tom Green. Remember he's talking about Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera. He's talking about gays. He's talking about all this stuff, and like people were really trying to get him censored and banned. And it's like, that's. But at the end of the day, it's like, I listen to his music. I don't care about his opinion on things. I don't take that to heart. But I feel like, I don't know if it's society right now or if it's like these kids, and I may be wrong, but like, why does it matter what Lil Nas X does sexually in his personal life?
I think
like,
people
as a question though, it really doesn't matter, right?
It doesn't matter. And I just think people don't know what the fuck to do, right? They like, with this pandemic that's going, I mean, some people are here living, but people don't have access to what they had before, right? To like ignore and do all this stuff. Now they're at home chilling. They got shit else to do but judge other people. That's what I think, because, and I think they're looking to like blame everyone else except themselves, right?
Right.
It's the school's fault for not teaching my kid to read. It's the government's fault for making us wear the masks. It's the TV's fault that my kid is gay. When really it all boils down to you not involved in your child's life. Like, no one can make your child gay. Like, why aren't you teaching your child to read? Like, the CDC said wear a fucking mask. Why aren't you like helping keep people safe? It just, to me, feels like lots of people are looking to blame others for whatever they can because they don't have shit else to do.
Facts. Yeah.
That's what I think. But it's exhausting caring about other people. Like, that's just exhausting. I can't be online making comments on everything because I don't like what NPR put out. Stop following the fucking page then.
Well, it's just like the last episode. Mind your fucking business. Like, as long as you make sure that you are right, your family's right, your close circle is right, who gives a damn? Like,
who gives a damn about Lil Nas X, whose album you're never going to buy or download, and who will be gone off whatever Fox News episode you're watching now? Like, be all done.
Exactly.
Knock it off.
It's kind of along the same lines. Have you ever heard of Change My Mind? So,
no, but I've seen people say that.
Okay, so there's this guy. I can't think of his name. I don't want to try to guess it. There's this guy named I don't know his name, but
Steven Crowder.
Is that his name?
Steven Crowder, the guy with the meme where he's sitting at the table and he's
sitting at the
change
table
my mind.
Change my mind. Okay, so
that's Steven Crowder. He's a right-wing comedian, political figure.
So
Mike with the info.
My question to you, and this is, and I mean, listeners are probably going to have their own thoughts in their head. So he said that there's only two gingers. Change my mind.
Fair is. You came out guns blazing.
I know, no, but I mean, honestly, like, what is your thoughts with that though? And if you want to plead the fifth, I wholeheartedly understand. And it's crazy because I can just go into it. And it's like, I don't want to turn people off, man. So just
say it.
I don't agree with a lot of things that this man is talking about, but it's like you get into chaos, as he says, because it's like, all right, so as a right-wing guy, he's like, there's two genders. Mm-hmm. He asked his opposition, well, there's only two genders. What do you think? How many genders are there? He's asking for a definite answer. If I say two, because biologically it's saying that there's male, female, and gender and sex are hand in hand.
Right.
So how many are there? And no one can ever give an answer on the opposition of, well, I think there's, they go into, well, there's trans men, trans women, all this shit. But how many genders are there? Because, to kind of lead on that, if I can't just tomorrow and say, I'm 33 years old, I can't just be like, oh, I'm 24. I feel 24.
You could if you wanted to.
Yeah, I could say I feel 24, but biologically, I can't go to the DMV and just say, hey, can you change my ID back to 24? I can't say, can you change my birth certificate to say I'm a white male now?
That's true.
So there's certain things that are just, they are what they are.
Are what they are. But people want to be so damn inclusive.
Michael in the background. I agree.
Yeah. Did Michael say he agreed or he said
he's just like, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Want to be so fucking inclusive. And my thing is, things are the way they are, and that's okay. That's okay. You can, I don't know. I guess if you were asking me, I think there are only two genders. There are, because even if you think about like trans people, you want to go from one to the other, effectively meaning there's still only two.
Well, I do feel like, going forward, there should be, I don't know if we even touched on it, or this is something that we're just kind of talking about, casually, but like, yes, I feel like there should be 3 different types of bathrooms. Like there should be male, female, and unisex or trans, whatever you want to call that third one. Because I could just identify as a woman tomorrow and go into a woman's restroom and I could be a fucking sexual offender.
Sure can,
right?
As a black man in these streets, sure can.
Man, you know how many police are going to be called on my black ass going up in there? But so that's one situation. I also feel like it's almost doing a disservice to women when you have trans women going against women in the Olympics, winning all these medals and shit. And it's like, okay, so you couldn't. So, and the reason why I'm saying this is, so there was this guy that was, I think he participated in 3 different Olympics. So that's over the span of 12 years, right? Because it's every 4.
Yep.
So over 12 years, he kept losing. And then all of a sudden he became transgender. He was a woman. And then he just won gold.
Yes.
And so it's like, so all these women that have been working their goddamn ass off.
I didn't know about this.
I think this was in weightlifting, but all these women that have been working their damn ass off, you come in because genetically, biologically, you're stronger and you're able to lift more. Now you win. Caitlyn Jenner.
Okay. Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
someone said they transitioned so they could beat a murder rap.
Yeah. Well, manslaughter.
I don't know anything about that. That's just what I heard once.
Yeah, he got into a car accident. He killed everyone in that car, I think. Don't quote me. Go look it up. And then he transitioned to a woman and then ended up winning. It was an ESPY for.
Yeah, ESPY. Oh yeah, the ESPY award.
Yeah, ESPY. Yeah, I think he won an ESPY for the most. I don't know. I can't think of the name of it, but let me see.
Are you gonna look it up?
Yeah. Anyway, so I just feel like essentially what I was trying to say is that I don't know. I feel like women are attacked on all levels. Like this is like yes, can you be transgendered? Yeah, I don't give a fuck what you are. You can choose whatever gender you want to be. But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, so now you have men participating in a lot of women activities, winning, and all of a sudden they're praised, or trans women participating in women activities being praised. You have, I don't know, I just feel like it's a privilege of that a white man can just change into a white woman and all of a sudden you're just...
That's it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say on that.
Yeah, the privilege of money, power, and living in America. Because I'm talking about Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade's son, Zaya, whatever his name was before Zion, right? Who is now a girl. Mm-hmm. So even think about the privilege of like money and access and notoriety.
Yeah. You don't see a lot of transgender people in the streets of Haiti.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, I've been there. You just don't see when you're like have to pick mangoes all day just to make enough to survive. Right. You just don't see. It's more of a. I think it's a privilege thing. It very much is. You know.
And for people who don't know yet, who haven't seen Michael is a white male.
Hey, so that's true. Yeah, I should.
That's a white man saying that, and I wholeheartedly agree with what he's saying.
Okay.
Agreed. Yeah, But again, mind your fucking business. I don't know. I guess
and then it's just like I'm gonna mind my business. Shit.
People want to do like now. I got to worry about if Georgia is going to come for my abortion rights now. Texas passed that sweeping, crazy legislation saying if you can't get an abortion after 3 weeks now, it's 6, but I think it might be like 8. But like women get through their fucking first trimester without knowing that they're pregnant. So I feel like I have bigger issues going on than like the gender symbol on a tampon box and bathrooms and shit. I do like the idea. I think most bathrooms should be unisex. I mean, I'm not a man, so I don't know how the urinal would affect. I always sit down, so whatever. But
so you're telling me you'd be comfortable with a grown ass man walking into your bathroom while you're handling business?
I guess what I'm thinking, truly, I guess what I thought about were single bathrooms. So like if I went to a venue, there were like multiple bathrooms, but only one thing in there, like a toilet.
Biffies.
What?
So like biffies.
I don't know what a biffy is.
Is that a Midwestern term or something?
What is that? A bathroom?
Okay, so you know how you go to like a concert venue and there's a little porta potty. Yeah,
no,
a biffy.
No.
Fucking shit.
But like, no one calls those biffies. Porta potties.
Okay.
What?
Heard that before.
Maybe that's Midwestern. All right.
No, I think it's
my bad. That's a Minnesota thing.
It's a Ferris thing because
what? I guess it's a Ferris thing.
But like that concept, but not a porta potty because those are absolutely gross.
Yeah,
but like if you go to like a bar and you go,
They're grotesque.
They are grotesque. That's a really good word. They are grotesque. But if you go to like a bar or whatever and you go to the bathroom, instead of like a women's bathroom with like several stalls, you would go, that truck place you like in St. Paul has
Truck Park, yeah. Well, yeah, they do. Yes, you are exactly right. So
those bathrooms, I think that those should be bathrooms. Also, I think because I
can see that.
Cut down on the facility, how many facilities you need. So now you need 6 men's bathrooms and 6 women bathrooms. But then also, if it's just a toilet, do y'all need urinals? Can't y'all just pee standing up in the toilet? Why are there urinals around?
You do not want to go into a bathroom where men have been peeing standing up.
Facts.
And then sit down. You will regret that.
Well, as a person who's in the service industry, men's bathrooms are destroyed at the end of the night. I don't know how. Like the floors are wet, fucking doors are hanging out the hinges.
Ew.
Fucking there's just shit everywhere. I'm like, what the hell is going on here? It is. That's what Michael's laughing.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm sure male listeners listening are like, dude, yes. You walk into a men's bathroom at the end of the damn night at like a bar or a restaurant, and that shit is destroyed.
Whereas the women's bathroom, it just smells good. And
no. I would say, hey, women's bathrooms be tore the fuck up too, but just not to the extent of a man's.
It's like cups everywhere. No, women's bathrooms are disgusting at the end of the night too.
Yeah, especially when there's
on the fucking floor. Yeah, it's gross. Okay, so urinals are important. But I think the bathroom thing can be the easiest thing figured out. And not from like a gender perspective, but just more from a convenience perspective, right? I don't know how urinals would figure in.
At the end of the day, okay, so I can hear the separation where it's like, all right, so instead of making a room where you walk in, there's 6 stalls, right?
Yeah.
That there's like Truck Park has in St. Paul, where you walk into an area and there's 6 different doors that you walk into, right? There's no way that's gonna work. That if it's just a room that you walk into, a rest room that you walk into, there's 6 stalls and men and women can go in there. There's going to be chaos.
But
there's going to be chaos.
But why? Because the stalls.
Okay. There's two different reasons I can give right now. You have a man who claims to be a woman, who goes in there on a perverted agenda and.
But are we thinking about Truck Park?
No, I'm not saying in that instance. I'm saying as you walk into a rest room, right? You
open about like men and women restrooms like now.
You open one door and there's stalls. Say there's 6 stalls in a restroom that you open up, and it has a unisex sign. So it has the Venus and Mars sign. So you walk in, there's 6 stalls. You have a perverted man who says, "Oh, well, I'm a woman, so I can come in here." There's a woman in a stall. And he can just say, all of a sudden, he's off on some perverted shit, sexual assault, right?
Yeah.
Or you have a pedophile who says, I'm a woman. You have a little girl or boy that goes in there, and now that could happen too.
No, I totally agree. I agree. I don't think that should be it. I think it should be like Truck Park, where it's a rest area.
Correct.
Where there are individual like bathrooms in the area. No, I think that is crazy as fuck. To do like, so what you're saying is like, if you go to a restaurant and you go to the women's bathroom, so instead of now it being women's, like you go right to women's, left to men's.
Right.
You're saying it's still the same space, except now the placard says they both say unisex.
Correct.
No, fuck that shit.
Exactly.
No. I'm thinking about Truck Park, where it's a rest area.
Yeah, it should be a rest area. You walk in. Or you walk to where the restrooms are, and there's like 6 doors.
Right.
And you walk in, and it's your own private. It could be a urinal and a toilet.
Right.
Like, that makes sense. Or it could just be a fucking toilet, and a man or a woman can go in there.
I didn't know.
Or a transgender man or woman can go in there and handle their business, come out.
And come out, right. But then when you come out, it's not like you said, the stall area.
Right.
It's now you're coming out to like collect like an area of sinks where everybody is, but your bathroom space is private. I think that should just be the standard around. That's how it is in Europe, because it just, to me, makes sense. Like space-wise and business-wise. Now I don't have to buy 12 toilets. I can only buy 6 and have this rest area.
Yep.
Yeah, so to me that it just makes more sense that way. So again, not saying that in that instance, it has to be like 2 genders or whatever, but more of like people need to go to the bathroom, and here is this bathroom space that you can use.
Correct.
Is what I think. But bathrooms are, I don't know. I don't like public bathrooms anyway.
Yeah. So I wasn't trying to turn off any listeners who have either turned off already or are listening and upset.
Or turned on.
Is that, oh yeah, that's it. But it's just like, yeah, like that's just, I'm not trying to cause any shit. It's just like, it's a legitimate opinion. Like, yes. With where the United States or the world is going, I feel like it's just a legitimate question. Like,
yeah,
how many genders are there?
Speaking of, it's not funny, but the way the conversation went is, so you heard that Greg Leaks passed away, right, from cancer?
Who's Greg Leaks?
Nene Leaks' husband or ex-husband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had
R.I.P.
cancer. I can't remember what he died from, but he recently died. And so my sister was telling her boyfriend, she was like, hey, boyfriend, you know, Greg Leaks is transitioning. That's what Nene said on her social media. So Courtney meant it transitioning like to the other life. Her boyfriend was like, into a woman? And Courtney was like, no, to the other side, to heaven. And it was this big conversation. And when I told Courtney, I was like, I understood what you meant, but also transitioning now has such a different meaning.
It does.
Girl.
It really does.
No one is hearing that and is thinking to the other side. They're thinking to the other gender. So that you should have just said he was dying, girl. I don't even know.
Right.
No. Transition has such a different meaning.
I mean, when I was young, a tranny was that was part of your car.
Yeah,
man.
a tranny was the vernacular.
Right. Tranny is your car, transmission. Now it's
oh
a whole nother situation that a lot of celebrities fool around with. Anyway.
Moving on.
Yeah, moving on. What has you exhausted?
What has me exhausted this week, friend? Social obligations. I am physically exhausted.
Man, your ass be turning up every goddamn Sunday and shit.
Yes.
Damn near every day, shit.
I know. And it never is supposed to be that way, but it happens.
You can say no, right?
But then I get
no
FOMO.
Means no.
And no one wants that. I think I spend a lot of my week just working and chilling. And so the weekends are time for me to socialize. So I'm physically exhausted from that, but definitely enjoying being out with my new friends, continuous friends, loving being closer to family and things like that. So while I am physically exhausted, I am emotionally full. So yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's about it. Oh my God. You know what else? You know what I am exhausted about? These fucking monsters that live down here in Georgia.
Like flying cockroaches, palmettos?
Flying dragons, Ferris. Do you want to hear this story? I was sleeping peacefully. Oh, actually, I was in the bathroom a few days ago and I noticed this bug on the floor. Then I got off the toilet to kill it. It was gone. So I was like, okay, I don't know where it went, but whatever. And I forgot about it. Do you know where it showed up again?
Your bed.
Yes. In the middle of the night on my fucking forehead while I was asleep.
On your forehead?
And so I was like, what in the world? It was, so at first I just thought, I don't know what I thought. Maybe it was just something. But then I felt it crawling on me.
Hell no.
And so I freaked the fuck out, was like, ah, oh my gosh. And then finally saw it on my headboard, so I killed it. But I couldn't sleep for the rest of the night because my bed is underneath the vent. So then I thought spiders were coming out from the vent. But once I found the
what was it?
Once I found the actual monster, I realized that it was
it's a ladybug. What was it?
Oh, I don't know what it was. It wasn't a moth, but it was it wasn't a moth. It was it was like a moth, but a bug moth, a mix between a cockroach and a moth. And it was awful.
Me and Michael's faces was like, what?
Yeah, a mix between a moth and a cockroach, and it flew, and it was the worst. Man, and so that was
I'm not gonna lie, yeah, Georgia has some crazy shit. So I mean, I believe you.
Yes, so that's what has me exhausted. But anywho, that's that. What about you, friend?
No, it's funny because when I went out to Hawaii, they got these cane spiders. I already don't fuck with spiders. That's one. Have you seen a cane spider?
Not personally. I didn't know what
cane spiders, they're built-in armor. They're about this big. So for visual people, it's about this goddamn big. Okay, size of my hand right here. For people who are just listening, it's probably about the size of a softball, body and legs.
And armor,
dude. They're like the color of sand to dirt. So sand to dirt. So either light brown to dark brown. They look like they're covered in armor. And when you come up to them, because they obviously got the eyes, they see you when you're coming up to try to kill them. They jump. They jump at their shit. So they'll jump at you, and they spread their fucking legs, just coming at you like this. Fuck that. Yeah, I don't fuck with bugs. Cane spiders, spiders in general, centipedes. I'm good. Yeah, I'm good on all that shit. Damn, that got me exhausted. I wasn't even thinking about that. The funny thing is, so I was at the bar last night, and I ran into this. Well, I started talking to this individual, this girl, and it was funny because she was like, "Oh, I'm from southwestern Minnesota." So she's on the border of Minnesota, South Dakota, Iowa.
Okay.
And she was saying that her family's huge Trump supporters. Go figure. And that apparently there's this date that the federal government was investigating the voter fraud, quote unquote, voter fraud, air quotes for audio listeners. Apparently that just passed, but she's seeing that a bunch of like her family were posting like, oh, you know, in X amount of days, Trump's going to come back, blah, 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 blah. Like, just let it go. Just let it go. Trump, he lost. It's okay.
He lost.
It's okay. I'm sure his old ass is going to run in 2024.
Right. So just wait then.
Yeah, just wait till then. But I think ultimately that type of shit has me exhausted. Like, you're still hanging on to that. Like, just let it go.
Yeah. And that's crazy as fuck.
And then it's just funny how, like, you know, you see Trump supporters on whatever social media you're on talking about, oh, well, Trump wouldn't have did this, talking about the Biden administration. Oh, Trump wouldn't have did that. I bet you miss Trump now. Like, nah, I'm cool.
Saying all this, like, nah, we still.
I'll deal with the bullshit that Biden is bringing over the bullshit that Trump brought.
Like, literally brought. Yeah.
Yeah. So that has me exhausted. But other than that, life is good. Weather's great in Minnesota. Everyone here in Minnesota, I know you're loving this shit. State Fair was beautiful, is beautiful. Definitely enjoyed going there. I know you said you're going to be here next year.
I am.
In the Atlanta listeners, hopefully I'm trying to be out there within the next couple of weeks.
We will be here waiting.
Gotta follow up with Chartel. But yes. Other than that, is there anything else you want to touch on?
No, this was great. I'm excited.
Awesome. Well, Chopping It Up Official, YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, Apple Music. You can catch us on there. Other than that, I have nothing else to say. Thank you for listening. Thank you for following, commenting, and subscribing.